what's coming to me, or what's coming to the world. Get it.
I told everybody, you fucking scumbag.
He's a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum.
My son could beat anybody when he boxes, bro. Ain't nobody could beat him when he boxes, cause that's what we do, we box. We don't need no fucking tune-up, bro. This motherfucker fucked up Ugas and Short Porter in sparring at 17. He's a master at boxing. When this motherfucker boxes, nobody could beat him. We fight Josh Taylor, we outbox the shit out of him, we win. And what the people gonna do? They gonna shut the fuck up, I'll be trainer of the year again. Fuck, get the fuck out of here, Eddie Reynoso, bro. A fucking banger, bro. Eddie Reynoso's a banger fucking trainer, bro. All that nigga knows is just throw left hooks and upper right hands. I'm trainer of the year, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck, cause we here to take care of anybody that's around, bro. You think, bro, my son was undisputed world champion of the world. You think we're gonna choose and pick who the fuck we fighting next? Are you crazy? Bro, in the history of boxing, he's the only boxer in the world to become undisputed in 60 fights. They could get away with it, bro. There's no way that dude won, bro. No fucking way! All y'all motherfuckers sound like fucking bitches, bro. All y'all motherfuckers sound like fucking bitches, bro. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney. Oh, this fucking, get the fuck out of here with those fucking pussies, bro.
Fight our leftovers, bro. Fight Nakatani. Fight Lomachenko, bro. Come on. Show us something, bro. That's how it was back in the days with Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, and everybody, man. Why you trying to over here and try to bullshit that shit? You a social media dude, bro.
I told everybody, you fucking scumbag.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. Low Nose Boxing. The past, the present, the future. So hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Low Nose Boxing. As you see, I'm looking sharp right now, right? You know how I carry it. I stay decent, you know what I mean? Anyway, what I'm gonna talk about tonight is what's next for Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, if you are living under a rock, if you're not aware of the fact that Teofimo Lopez has reestablished himself as the takeover, as one of the best fighters in boxing pound for pound due to his dominant performance over Josh Taylor in June. Teofimo Lopez, as we all know, has stated that his short-term retirement is officially over. Now, there's been names lingering around that's linked to Teofimo Lopez. For instance, Ryan Garcia. There's been rumors that Teofimo Lopez's team and Ryan Garcia's team were in negotiations for a possible mega fight. Bob Arum had recently stated that he would like Teofimo Lopez to return to the ring either in December for Heisman night or in February for a mega showdown during Super Bowl weekend, right? Now, what I'm gonna discuss is Teofimo Lopez's most realistic options. What's really available for Teofimo Lopez? First, I'm gonna tell you about his contemporaries. Devin Haney, for instance, Regis Prograis, two guys at 140 pounds, two guys that their names have been linked to Teofimo Lopez before. Those two may be heading towards a showdown sometime in December. So Devin Haney and Regis Prograis is not gonna happen next for Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia. Now Ryan Garcia could potentially be a big fight for Teofimo Lopez. However, Ryan Garcia is coming off of a knockout loss to Gervonta Davis. Ryan Garcia is not at the best terms with his promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, and Golden Boy Promotions. And there is rumors that Ryan Garcia is possibly linked for a possible showdown against, I forgot the guy's name, man. Please forgive me. There's so many belt holders nowadays in boxing, it's ridiculous. I think Jahari Davis, if I'm not correct, the guy that Rolly Romero was supposed to face. Once again, man, please forgive me for assassinating that man's name. Once again, Ryan Garcia is in negotiations for a possible title fight. So if Ryan Garcia were to land that title fight and win that title fight, a showdown with Teofimo Lopez would make more sense, because Ryan Garcia would be entering that fight in the win column with a title, with a strap, something to offer, a unification bout. So Ryan Garcia scratched off that list as possible opponents for Teofimo Lopez. And then we have Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis' team has stated that they're not interested in moving up to 140 pounds anytime soon. It's looking like Gervonta Davis may end up facing Isaac Pitbull Cruz in a rematch. So Tank Davis is scratched off that list. And then some people are talking about Terrence Bud Crawford. Big shout out to Punch Drunk Boxing. He's really been pushing for that fight, but I highly doubt that fight's gonna happen. Terrence Bud Crawford is looking like he's headed towards a showdown in a rematch against Errol Spence Jr., or possibly the winner of Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo. So once again, now we have to narrow it down to the most realistic options for Teofimo Lopez. At 140 pounds, we have Jose Ramirez and we have Arnold Barboza. Teofimo Lopez has already stated that he's not interested in facing Arnold Barboza. Teofimo Lopez has shown that he's the type of fighter that fights at the highest level based on the opposition when he's highly motivated. Arnold Barboza, to me, is not a fighter that will really motivate Teofimo Lopez. However, Jose Ramirez, that's a fight that I would definitely like for Teofimo Lopez. Jose Ramirez brings in a fan base of Mexican and Mexican Americans. He has a fan-friendly style. He has accolades. He's a former unified champion. And since losing to Josh Taylor, Jose Ramirez has 2 solid wins under his belt in Richard Comey and Jose Pedraza. But the dark horse in this race for me will be a fighter that's currently at 135 pounds. And that fighter is George Kambosos Jr. Now, I already know what y'all gonna say. Y'all gonna say, oh, George Kambosos didn't look good in his last fight. Oh. You know what? At the end of the day, George Kambosos is in the win column right now. And I already know what you're gonna say after that. He has 2 losses back-to-back to Devin Haney prior to that controversial win that he has over Mikey Hughes, right? But let's not forget, Miguel Cotto gave Antonio Margarito a rematch. And Antonio Margarito, prior to the Miguel Cotto rematch, has suffered 2 devastating back-to-back losses. One of them was a stoppage to Sugar Shane Mosley, and the other one was a destruction beatdown to Manny Pacquiao. Yet and still, people paid to see Miguel Cotto versus Antonio Margarito. Now, don't get me wrong, George Kambosos is not Antonio Margarito. He doesn't have the fan base as Antonio Margarito, but this is still a big fight. I don't think this fight will be a pay-per-view event. I think this fight will be perfect for ESPN. This fight could either be in Australia or in Madison Square Garden, Heisman night, the big room, the big theater, right? Now, it's rumored that George Kambosos is in talks for a possible showdown with Vasyl Lomachenko, possibly for the IBF Lightweight Championship if Devin Haney gets relinquished, gets stripped of that belt sometime next year. But Bob Arum If I'm Bob Arum right now, being that Teofimo Lopez is riding high, to get Teofimo Lopez a nice big fight based on what's available, I will make George Kambosos an offer and an opportunity to become a 2-division world champion by facing off against a fighter who he already has a victory over. George Kambosos Jr. to me is a bigger fight for Teofimo Lopez than Jose Ramirez. Don't get me wrong. A victory over Jose Ramirez looks better on Teofimo Lopez's resume because Jose Ramirez is definitely more accomplished than George Kambosos. But George Kambosos will make a great villain for this fight. George Kambosos will sell this fight. His trash talking, he got under Teofimo Lopez's skin the first time they fought. So it will be interesting to see if he can get under his skin this time around. And even though George Kambosos, all due respect, is not on the level of a Josh Taylor, Lomachenko, or even a Jose Ramirez, I believe that George Kambosos is a fight that would definitely motivate Teofimo Lopez to perform and train so that he can go in that ring and fight to the best of his ability. Because George Kambosos Jr. has that victory over Teofimo Lopez. Even though Teofimo Lopez reinvigorated his career with that dominant victory over Josh Taylor, he redeemed his career just for his own personal get back. I'm more than sure that he will be motivated to show out and perform at his absolute best against George Kambosos in a rematch. Me personally, Teofimo Lopez at his best against George Kambosos Jr. at his best, I got Teofimo Lopez stopping Kambosos within 7 to 8 rounds. Nevertheless, this is a fight that I can see happening. Teofimo Lopez's next fight has not been announced. But like I said before, this is the fight that makes the most sense at the moment. This is the most realistic fight at the moment, being that Teofimo Lopez is with Top Rank. And once again, I highly doubt that Top Rank and Bob Arum would allow Teofimo Lopez to fight Terrence Bud Crawford, knowing that Terrence Bud Crawford left Top Rank on a bad note. And Top Rank has shown in history to hold grudges at times against guys that leave their promotional company. So with that being said, Teofimo Lopez versus George Kambosos Jr., I think that fight would have the highest views out of any other fight in 2024 or 2023 for ESPN. That's my personal opinion. So with that being said, hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to my channel, Low Nose Boxing, because Low Nose Boxing. I'm out.